This week, I'm back on the North Devon coast, catching up with Sandy Dillon and Natasha Akers. It's over 2 years now since we took on the search to find these two a seaside retreat. They wanted to get a better work-life balance, but the search for their beachy new life almost left us high and dry.
I can't see where we would get the money to do this place up, to make it feel like home.
And with both girls wanting different things, we had a battle on our hands.
I think his car is probably more your thing. I think it's probably more your thing than it would be mine.
And I was truly thrown in at the deep end. Two years ago, Natasha and Sandy came to us for help. The daily grind of running a business in Swindon was getting to them, and they wanted some space to breathe. They decided that the Devon coast was the place to get it.
3 days down here by the sea, 4 days in the office.
It's the stuff dreams are made of.
It really is. Plus 2 surfer babes, which I gather is the stuff that other people's dreams are made
It
of.
gets better and better, doesn't it?
Natasha Akers and Sandy Dillon have set us a challenge.
They currently live here in Swindon, but they've realised there's more to life.
Never do you think a weekend to Swindon, great.
They've got a master plan to radically transform their lives.
They want to buy a surfer pad in Devon whilst keeping a base in Swindon.
They've spent the last 5 years working hard building up their own graphic design business.
We've worked some really long hours. It's not unheard of for me to sort of start at 5 to finish at 7, 8, 10 o'clock at night.
Enough's enough. They've decided to move their main home to the place they've always dreamed of, Devon.
We went on a holiday down there, and I think that's probably what started this all off. There's a part on the M5 where you just get past all that horrible, nasty traffic, and suddenly you're on this open road, and it's just calming. You see the hills, and then you suddenly see the sea, and it's just really chilled out.
And these guys are officially surfer dudes in training.
See, we're both really into boogie boarding. We're both really rubbish at it, but we're both really into it.
They've got 240 grand to spend. So what kind of house are they looking for?
It's so got to be on the sea. That was a dream, if it was on as close to the sea as possible with sea views.
Ouch, Devon's already pricey and sea views cost. I hope they're up for a bit of a compromise.
Well, they are a practical pair, but with their business based in Swindon, they can't just up sticks and leave for good.
We'd probably be working in Swindon for 4 days a week and then do 3 days a week in Devon.
So they'll be looking for a base here in Swindon too, but urgency is an understatement.
They've recently sold their 4-bed house and moved into this rented terrace just minutes from town. So they've got cash in the bank but are throwing it away on rent. They're desperate for this new life.
We've both been waiting for our future to start, and it's like, well, let's make it start ourselves. Let's actually get something going.
We'd better get our skates on then. I've got an appointment with Sandy at the office.
And I've got a shopping date with Natasha in town.
When you run your own business, you're consumed by it. So when you go home, you're talking about work, especially as you work together, live together. It's just all together. And it just seems to be constant work. So to be able to just break away from that, that's part of the reason, we want to get away. Almost feels like you're going to be on holiday for 3 days of the week, and that we just can't wait for.
But one thing's for sure, their number one pastime is not readily available in landlocked Swindon.
Now, I have to admit, I'm a bit confused. Middle of Swindon town centre, and you brought me here.
Well, this kind of thing is exactly what we're after, a bit of surf, a bit of boogie boarding. Unfortunately, this is about as close as we get to it.
Aside from the activities
Yeah.
and being away from a work environment, are there other changes you're looking for?
I think it's the whole chilled-out lifestyle, being able to be a bit more free. The families will come over, because we're not really happy in Swindon. We do a lot of travelling to see our families or our friends away, and so to actually move away and have them come and visit. We've had so many offers of people wanting to come and stay before we even found the place yet.
It's all about the surfing. Stuff Swindon.
Sandy? But after building up the business, are they really ready to let go of the reins?
Wow, this is a huge office.
This is it, yeah, this is the little wow empire.
It sounds to me like you've been working really hard. How do you know that you're going to be able to take advantage of the time in Devon, the second home, the surfing? Are you going to be able to let go?
That's a tough question. That's something we have, I suppose, to find out. It will be difficult, I'm sure. It's what we want, the social life, what we've worked really hard. So to have the rewards, to reap the rewards, they're just there at our grasp, so it's not far off.
The grand plan is to spend long weekends surfing and 4 days in the office. But what about the house?
Since they moved into this rented house a couple of weeks ago, it's really worked for them.
And the big bonus is the garden. Great for Billy the dog.
Oh, there he goes. Would this garden be big enough for you in Devon, or would you want a bit more space than this?
I think we'd probably want a bit more space. If it was the dream home, we'd live with it. But
Yeah.
we do have quite a bit of... we enjoy a sort of outside garden, barbecue kind of lifestyle.
Right, OK.
Billy obviously needs a little bit of a playpen.
Obviously, this is a rented home, Sandy, and it's a kind of a stopgap. But what are the important aspects of your dream home?
Obviously, we did want a sea view. That's one of the main characters. But coming from a big Irish family, the kitchen is the heart of the home for us. We've always congregated in the kitchen.
How big's the family?
I've got 6 sisters, 3 brothers.
My word.
26 nieces and nephews. So yeah, there's quite a lot of us.
A nice small Irish gathering.
Yeah, I think if we were to get a house with a little kitchen, it might be a bit of a problem.
Large families, sea views and room for a dog. It's all starting to sound pretty pricey.
We need to know budget and location.
Appledore and Westwood Hoe is sort of the ideal location. Westwood Hoe is about a 6.5 mile beach and it's all surfing. More north of there, you've also got Croyde and Saunton Sands. Croyde is... we wouldn't be able to afford a beach hut on it.
Yeah, Croyde's
but if
very
we could find
swanky,
it, that's
yeah.
fine.
Natasha and Sandy are moving their main home from Swindon 150 miles west to the North Devon coast.
With surfing being key, we'll be focusing on the beach towns between Bude in the south and Croyde in the north.
With Westwood Hoe and Appledore their preferred spot.
How much have you got to spend?
We're looking at about a budget of 240, 230, 240 for the Devon property.
That answers my next question. Because I was going to say, you know, do you want period or do you want this or do you want that? And I'm going to say, you'll just take what we give you, frankly.
For that price, yeah.
We're quite happy to have the shack on the beach. That's fine with us.
In Devon, they're desperate for a sea view.
A big kitchen is also high on Sandy's wish list.
Plus scope for a home office and broadband would be a real boon too.
In Swindon, well, they want to be in a central location with a minimum of 2 bedrooms.
Plus, with Billy the dog keen to stretch his legs, a garden is a must.
Money-wise, in Devon they want to spend around 240 grand,
And want their urban crash pad for around 120.
giving a total relocation pot of £360,000.
They've so got the right idea, though, too. They've spent years developing a business, and now they're going to make it work for them.
Yeah.
I like it. But it's going to be tough. I think the budget's tight.
The budget's very tight, but no one calls us when they're not in trouble. We're like the A-team of property. If you can find us, we'll sort it out.
Can I be Hannibal?
Never mind the A-team, I think Superman would struggle to find their dream home. Face facts, Phil. They just can't afford everything they want.
I feel more part of that housing estate than I do the sea beyond it.
I'm back catching up with Sandy Dillon and Natasha Akers. After years of hard labour building up their graphic design business, they've bitten the bullet and decided to slow down.
We've worked really hard and now's a lifestyle change. So we put in the blood, sweat and toil and the arguments and now's the time to enjoy life.
So they're swapping their drawing boards for surfboards and want to spend their days riding the breakers in Devon.
But they still need a crash pad for the days they're working. So we're also property shopping in Swindon.
In Devon, their number one priority is a sea view. They say house style doesn't matter. I really hope they mean this, because character homes with watery vistas are rare. Devon has gone ballistic over the last 3 years. And with such big aspirations, I'm not joking when I say I'm terrified they simply don't have enough cash for everything they want.
With the rise in second home ownership, this part of Devon had never been so popular. Every house in the market's attracting an average of 27 inquiries. That's twice the national average.
In Swindon, we've got 120,000. For once, it's a fair budget, but I need to raise a note of caution. If they overspend in Devon, we will struggle.
But Kirstie, Natasha and Sandy have worked so hard building up the business. We've just got to make this dream life work for them. After poring over the property pages and then some, we lined up a selection that are going to test their dream of seaside life against the realities of what their money can buy. The heat is on.
This is what it's all about, isn't it? Sat on the beach, beach lifestyle. How was the drive down last night?
2 hours, 2.5 hours, it was really easily done.
Because this is going to be your main home down here, isn't it? And you've got to think about that. commute back to Swindon.
Yeah, we don't have to think about that right now.
Well, I tell you what, I've got some great stuff lined up, and the first one's not far away.
First up, we're slap bang where they want to be, just outside Westward Ho, in a wee village called Northam, minutes from one of Devon's prime surfing beaches.
This bungalow is TARDIS-like. It has 2 double bedrooms plus a large kitchen and sitting room downstairs, and a massive bedroom in the attic. It's a bit dated, but this place is all about the views.
It's on the market for £232,500.
There's
Wow.
the view.
That's the view.
That is essentially why I've selected this house.
Yes.
Stunning view.
Yeah.
It's pretty dated, but there's plenty of room within the finance side of things to improve it.
The view is absolutely stunning.
You
It's
can't
beautiful.
take your eyes off it.
No, that's right. That is definitely the attraction, isn't it?
I'm learning a lot already from you two, because the moment we've walked in here, your
We're just
entire
straight out there.
focus has been in that direction.
Yeah.
The kitchen diner that Sandy, you were saying to me, it's the
window.
social room. You needed room to spread out and entertain.
It's got room for the table and chairs.
I don't think you could
great.
fit your whole family in here.
No.
I don't think the whole of Westward Ho could fit the whole of Sandy's
Keep them on the
family.
beach and we can see them from here.
It is basic and dated, but plenty of room to stamp your mark on it.
Yeah.
Would you tackle it?
Not like it needs ridiculous amounts.
It's cosmetic.
It's not
Exactly. It's not like it
urgent
needs
job, it could
doing
be
straight away at all.
They were looking for 2 bedrooms. This place has 3, 2 downstairs and 1 in the attic.
This room was converted 14 years ago. It's the master bedroom
Cool.
with an ensuite loo. Hasn't got a shower or bath in there, but certainly potential to put one in.
The bedroom's great
Yeah.
size. Absolutely stunning. And to have the ensuite as well is superb.
The land ahead is privately owned, and I checked with the council, and they said there were no plans to build on it now, and they would highly discourage any opportunity to do that.
This 180-degree view is here to stay, and Sandy loves it. But downstairs is bugging Natasha.
Hasn't grabbed me yet. The lounge is my concern, and I don't know whether there's anything we could do between these 2 rooms.
It would be nice if it could knock through somehow to make the lounge bigger.
We've got the
'cause
old
there's still room.
fireplace there, though.
We get Kirstie and she'll knock a few over.
Natasha's not sure, but Sandy's fallen for the views. I don't reckon it's a goer, but my last hope's the garden.
There's tons of storage under there.
Oh, wow. It's a good place for the wetsuits.
No,
Drying
yeah.
off the old wetsuits.
First of all, what are your thoughts of bungalows?
You really like the whole idea of it, don't you?
Yeah, I like the downstairs living and just...
Anything so you don't have to crawl upstairs.
They
Just needs a little bit more imagination, that's all.
What do you think Billy would make of the size of the garden?
Maybe the size is a little small. Would you
Say
say?
the size for the dog,
Well,
for Billy?
Bill likes a little stretch, but then there's also all that as well. Like, yeah, it's a start, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a start. I'm not liking the sound of that. To my mind, this house was pretty good. Views to die for, scope to improve the inside, and a great price. Come on, ladies.
Whilst Phil's soaking up the sea views, I've got my feet firmly on the ground. These guys aren't quitting the rat race altogether. The business that's funding this ambitious move will still be based in Swindon, so they're looking for a pad here too. They'd like a 2-bedroom place in a central location, preferably with a garden for Billy the dog. I'm seeing exactly what they'd get for their 120 budget, and this one sounds bang on.
This could be a great location for Sandy and Natasha. Their old house, 2 streets that way, so they know and like the area. The station and access to the M4 is just that way. And this is the house that we've come to see.
And inside, this house is cracking. It's got the space, the layout, and at 115 grand is under budget. It does need a bit of TLC.
But I think this house would repay any energy you spent on updating it. I think this is a winner, and it might make the shortlist.
In Devon, we're sticking to their dream spot of Westward Ho and moving nearer to that all-important surfing beach.
This house has a much larger garden, plus tons of living space. And at 205,000, it's well within that 240 budget.
One of the issues that I picked up the last house was that the garden wasn't quite up to scratch.
Yeah, that's a lot
That's a bit better, isn't it?
The view's not quite as good because we're a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Still the sea.
You can still see the sea, that's the
Yeah.
important thing.
Cool.
Well, let's have a look at inside. This is where the real money counts.
And for my money, this house is perfect for these two, but it does have an unusual layout.
It's built on a steep hill, so when you walk through the front door, you're actually upstairs with 3 light and airy bedrooms.
Then you go downstairs to the huge kitchen living area, plus a separate dining room leading to the garden. Now, it's a bit quirky, this one. It's an upside-down house.
Oh, cool. Nice one.
So, the bedrooms are all on this level. There are 3 good-sized bedrooms.
Yeah.
The biggest one is through there, so let's head in there first.
Wow. Look at the view. The view again.
You can just see Westward Ho.
Excellent.
Probably make out the people on their surfboards. Continuing with the quirky theme, have a look in there.
Oh, my word.
A secret office. This is my favourite part of the house. A genuinely open-plan kitchen entertaining area. It's social, it's cooking, it's living, it's enjoying the view, all in the same space. I reckon this would be a great party house, but something tells me they don't agree. There is such a different look in your faces as we've come downstairs. It's kind of gone, oh, all right then.
I think because we came in off ground level, I think I'm a little bit disorientated as to what's going on with the house.
I love the idea of the layout, I really do, but for me, it's just lacking something. It's lost some of the character in what they've done. The translation has kind of been lost a little bit. Everything's very modern, electric fire, rather than the open fire that could be there.
Despite claiming the house didn't matter as long as they could see the ocean, it now seems that style's important too. Natasha's looking for a bit of character. In this house, upstairs scores points, but downstairs doesn't. When we first came in, their eyes lit up. Wow, yeah, there were lots of excitement. Brought them down here. I just don't think they're getting it.
Ticks the right boxes, all right, with the patio, the sea view, the garden, the light, airy rooms.
Yeah. The only thing for me is that from up there, I felt ever so much part of the sea, but from down here, it feels really closed in, and I feel more part of that housing estate than I do the sea beyond it.
OK, this is a real struggle. I can see the sea and surf lifestyle is still key, but now they want a bit of character to boot. Unfortunately, for their budget, it's simply impossible. Traditional houses with a watery vista are rare and pricey. Natasha's set on character, and Sandy's mad for a sea view. But with these factors combined, their budget's too low. So for our third appointment, I'm taking them 25 miles south to Bude, on the Devon-Cornwall border. We're actually in Cornwall here. We're very close to Bude. Do you know it at all?
We've been here once before. We've seen one property around here, but we don't know a lot about the area. We didn't have time to actually search the area, so we don't know quite what the surf's like or anything like that.
I spoke to a local about that, and he described this area as the Bondi of Britain, which I can only assume means the surfing's pretty good.
Sounds pretty good, absolutely.
This 300-year-old cottage could be perfect. In the last house, Natasha revealed a penchant for character. This one's crammed with charm and has a more conventional layout.
But, and it's a big but, we do lose the sea views to countryside ones.
Mind you, for $209,000, I think it's a steal. This is what we've come to see.
It's very quaint.
Yeah.
It is a lovely garden.
It struck me as a more sort of sociable, entertaining garden. You could come back from the beach, friends round, barbecues on.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll appreciate what I've had to do in order to offer you that is I've lost the sea view.
Sneaked that one in on us, didn't you?
We are only 200 yards, and it's a 200-yard walk that way to the sea. You'll notice the charm and, I suppose, the lack of ceiling height. Glance in there.
Gosh.
It's been beautifully renovated.
Yeah.
Come through this way into the living room, which has a proper wood-burning stove, which I know was something that other places I've shown you have had gas or electric.
Yep.
That's the real thing. We've traded a sea view for the character.
It's small and perfectly formed.
What's going through your mind, Sandy?
I think his car is probably more your thing. I think it's probably more your thing than it would be mine.
Which of you is more set on the sea view?
Me. Sandy.
Come on, Sandy. I know you can't see the surf, but it is only 200 yards away. And look at the inside. With 3 stunning bedrooms and a brand new bathroom. I love it.
Guys, stepping back in time, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Strip pine floor.
Yeah. The original by the look of things.
Yeah.
trying to imagine it without this kind of furniture in it. Lick of paint, brighten it up.
Are you trying to sell it to Sandy?
Only slightly.
Keep going, you're doing well.
So Natasha does love this one, but Sandy isn't biting. I can't believe it. I thought it'd be the perfect compromise.
It's character-packed, a walk to the beach.
And that price, 209 grand. Help!
This feel is how I could feel the rest of the house going. It's almost a bit nautical because it's got the tongue and groove words and things. But no view. Are you kind of dead set against it?
No, I'm not totally set against it.
Now I've got a problem. Natasha's main priority is for character. Sandy's main priority, meanwhile, is for a sea view. With the budget that they've got, it's simply not going to be possible for me to satisfy both those requirements in the same house.
OK, time to be strict.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. The chances of finding a character house with a sea view
Someone's
within
going to have
budget,
to compromise.
I focus in the centre of mind. We've got to get them a sea view. But I thought I had to show you this because of.
I'm glad you did.
character.
I think you needed to because it was just because I probably would have lost a little bit of heart up until this point. But now, you know, seeing this, knowing that that really isn't what you want, then maybe that'll give me a little bit more incentive to compromise on a bit of character.
So this house gets the thumbs down. The lack of a sea view is just too much for Sandy.
These two need a reality check. What they want and what they can actually get don't match up. And I need to be straight with them.
The realities of the situation are that the fishermen and their ancestors, if you like, the Victorian, who built, I think, the houses that you're after, they wanted to live in the villages. And we'll genuinely struggle with the budget to find a Victorian Edwardian property right on the coast.
Yep, no, we understand that.
That's what we're up against.
I think if we could have something that's just got that little bit more option to build or to knock things through, then that's, you know, that's something that we would consider. Something maybe a bit retro even. Again, just a little bit weird.
It's clear that we can't get what they want for what they've got. So we need to hit the agents again and see if anything else has come onto the market.
But I've got a plan. They can increase their budget by renting their dream pad out for a few weeks in summer. But location is key, and so I'm taking them to Devon's prime rental spot, Croyde.
This place is quite simply surfer heaven.
And this house might be it. It's in their favourite place and has tons of room, but it will blow their budget to smithereens.
Could you picture yourselves living in this village, let alone this house?
Yes, definitely in this village. Yeah.
Yeah, we'd both be a part of everything here. That's exactly what we want.
This detached bungalow has a really funky vibe. Plus, it's opposite a surf shop.
It's currently rented out and has rooms by the shed load. And guess what? You can see the sea. Perfect. But the snag is the price. 55 grand over their 240 budget.
But my rental plan would easily make this house affordable.
Now, I have to confess, I'm pretty excited about this one. There's a lot to show you. At the moment, arranged as a 4-bedroomed house. The agents that I spoke to said it's not possible to fit your requirements beneath 300,000. This is beneath 300,000, but only just.
Ooh.
It's on the market at 295,000.
Wow.
That's something to chew on.
Yeah, definitely.
Their reaction to the price is telling. They clearly adore this house and its position, but can't get over how much it costs.
Now, up here, there's the main bedroom with views out to the sea.
Views. Can you reach?
Is this the sort of living that you had in mind?
Well, it is, it is. I can't take 295,000 out of my mind at the moment.
295 is, it's a lot of money, but the house is perfect.
It's a tough one. The more they look around this quirky bungalow, the more they want it.
But they can't escape that price.
I can't see where we would get the money to do this place up, to make it feel like home for years to come.
Do you think, like, even for the first few months, like, we're going to not want to do anything anyway?
Sure, no, absolutely,
Yeah.
but where are we going to get the money after those first few months?
I reckon it's time to talk tactics.
This house rents out for £850 a week for the high season. That's a 6-week season. That's just over £5,000 a year. £5,000 a year supports a mortgage of £75,000. which, if you take that option, brings this down to a figure of 225,000.
Renting this place out might seem a bit mad, but it's a canny idea.
In high summer, the surf isn't as good as the other seasons, so whilst the waves are down, they can make serious cash.
It's the only way to afford this place, but will they go for it?
Gut feeling?
I don't want to have to stay in a place where it's then in someone else's style just for 6 weeks every year to make sure we get that money. You know, we're in it to live here as well.
Sure.
Despite Natasha's wobbles, it's clear they love this one. It's our first serious contender, but they are worried about this rental plan. But that's not the only thing we have to worry about.
The people that visited it half an hour ago have now put in an offer. So if you like it, we're in a competitive situation. It's hard to imagine a fresh sea breeze.
When you live and work in the choking smog of the city,
2 years ago, a sea breeze was a distant dream for wannabe surfers Sandy Akers and Natasha Dillon. They were looking forward to a life in a new surfers pad here on the North Devon coast. They've already seen 4 properties for their $240,000 budget. A bungalow with great views, but was too small.
A house that had the space but lacked soul.
A character-packed cottage that Natasha loved, but Sandy didn't. And a 4-bedroom surfer pad in Croyde. They loved the house, but were not so keen on its price tag of $295,000. This couple are tough to please, so we've been pestering all our contacts. Finding a sea view and character for their $240,000 budget has been nigh on impossible, but I hope we found some middle ground.
This cottage is in Appledore, near Westward Ho.
It's spacious and less pricey than the Croyde house, on the market at £275,000.
I've joined the hunt to see if my option will win them over.
Now, it's a very grand entrance here,
Wow.
double-fronted house.
Beautiful floor.
Look at the door. Wow.
Despite the fact that the fireplace isn't original, it's a pretty impressive room.
Yeah.
Ceiling height is very good, and what's more, through there next to the kitchen is a room which is pretty useless. And it means that if you knock this wall down, you've got a room which runs front to back and directly access the kitchen.
Now, there's 5 bedrooms up here and a few bathrooms. This one is the one with the ensuite,
Good grief.
which is the first time we've seen one of those.
Oh.
I sense you quite like this one.
Yeah, it's my kind of style. Don't
Yeah.
tell Sandy, though.
There really does seem to be a difference between you and Sandy and what excites you in a property.
Sandy's biggest dream is just visions of sea. But having lived in a new house for a while, I just need to be able to find and feel a little bit of character, a little bit of sturdiness in a house. And that's the thing that I fall in love with.
We've been here before. The view gets the thumbs down from Sandy, but the character gets Natasha's vote. Come on, guys.
Oh, it is beautiful. It's the type of house, definitely, that I wanted. The fact that it hasn't got the sea view is the key. It's just not sea-like enough, and I understand that.
checkmate. Natasha has realised that the sea view is a must-have for Sandy, and no amount of character will persuade her otherwise.
They've now seen the very best this coast has to offer, and it looks like the funky pad in Croyde is the only one in the running.
Sandy and Natasha are keen to take a second look at the place. The only issue was Phil's idea to rent it out in the summer to cover the bigger mortgage.
But there's no time to dawdle because the agents just told me there's already someone in the property also having a second look. Time is not on our side.
Now, I don't always mean to be the bearer of news, but I did get another call from the estate agent on the way here. The people that visited it half an hour ago have now put in an offer. So if you like it, we're in a competitive situation.
We've got a letting agent and a builder here. If Phil goes off and chats with the letting agent, I'll go in and have a word with the builder.
Do you want to come with me? He's round the back.
Sandy and Natasha have got pretty grand ideas for knocking through everything and making it all open plan. With an offer on the table, Natasha and Sandy want to make sure they can make it their kind of place. They want to open up the ground floor and enlarge the windows upstairs. That's going to cost.
I mean, you must be talking a ballpark figure of 15, 18...
Yeah.
1,000,
15 to 18,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's 15 to 18 grand on top of the 295 asking price. Oh dear.
And although this work would make the place high spec, it would halve the number of bedrooms. Hopefully a local letting agent can put us straight on how this would affect the rent.
Potential is tremendous, really. Croyde's probably one of the top 10 places in the West Country. A luxurious three-bedroom property, sleeping 6 people. I think £900 is a peak summer holiday price.
We would probably have hoped to have done it 2-bedroom almost. Would that still...
I think a 2-bedroom property, if you could get it to, say, a good 5-star standard, you'd be talking 650, possibly 700.
So removing 2 bedrooms would hammer down the weekly rent. Do they really love this place enough to up their budget by such an amazing figure?
Unfortunately, with another buyer in the running, we can't sleep on it. If they want it, they have to decide now.
I mean, we both know that that house is the one that we want.
The indication of a couple of days ago was, whilst it had an asking price of 295, 280 was about the right figure. That was the figure that I was told that they were kind of after. If the other bid is at 280 and we go in at 282, it's very easy for them just to find another 2 more.
Yeah.
If we go in very, very strongly at 285 and blow them away and make it a confident bid, we're here to buy this house, money's not a problem.
Okay, make that call, Phil.
David, it's Phil Spencer. Hi. Yeah, we've had a good chat, and they do want to make an offer. They are very, very keen on the house, very, very keen on living in the community. They've asked me to make an offer at 285 grand. How do you think that will sit with your client? Why don't you hold on? I'll have a chat with them. Okay. All right. Bye. The other offer's higher.
Oh. The other offer's higher. That's a serious thinking thing. I don't, go higher than that.
Either we need to rethink the search, or we say, OK, we'll spend some more money.
Can we go back and view house number 1?
Oh, they're putting a brave face on it, but I can see they're gutted.
However, these two aren't giving up yet, and thanks to some generous relatives, they've managed to scrape together another 5 grand.
So in goes a second offer of 290, and the new day brings the final verdict.
Thanks, Phil. Take care. The offer that they had from the other people was bang on 295. Ouch. How'd it go?
So the Croyde funky pad is lost, and with high summer upon us, now is not the time to search in Devon.
I think we should postpone the search for the dream space until the autumn.
We should concentrate on the search for the Swindon crash pad. At the moment, Sandy and Natasha are squandering thousands on 2 lots of rent, their house and their office, so they really need to get somewhere fast.
We've come up with a cunning plan to make the sums add up here in Swindon.
They've decided to buy a property with workspace and living accommodation in one.
Combining the two means rather than waste money renting their separate office, they can live above the business and free up cash for the mortgage. Brilliant.
This financial wizardry has given them an extra 50 grand in Swindon, meaning I've got 170 to play with. So on with the search. First up, we're not far from town.
This building has room for 5 staff, and the next door living space is perfect, with lounge on the ground floor and bedroom upstairs.
It's on the market for a shade under 175 grand, slightly over budget.
It's petite.
Small but perfectly formed.
Exactly. This is the kitchen. Yeah. Currently, downstairs, there's what was the sitting room. My feeling was that although you've got the shower room up there, you might be better off having kitchen, reception room, and then having this
that as the bedroom.
As the bedroom.
This is brilliant. Yeah. Very good.
The living space is really working for them, but what about the office?
Now, coming in here, we've got this room, 2 further office rooms.
OK.
Come on, girls, you know how this works. First impressions, first impressions.
Do you think it's big enough? That's my first impression, is whether it's big enough.
I think the thing you have to address is how much room for growth you need.
And we've taken on average, sort of 1 person a year. It's been slow and steady growth. But we would look to, especially as we're buying somewhere, we'd need to make sure that there will be an opportunity to grow. Thank you.
Onwards.
So this one doesn't have enough growth potential, but my next appointment gives them plenty of scope to expand.
It also has stunning living accommodation. It's on the market for 195 grand, 20 over budget.
But this is an asking price and very negotiable.
If I told you that the property we're going to see now was 195,000, would you say, listen, don't waste my time, I don't want to see in it?
It would have to be. No, it would have to. It would have to be something really, really special.
Well, I think it is.
Oh, it's nice.
Ooh. See, it's amazing what liquor paint will do. Liquor paint and a sofa.
Now, this bathroom is rather natty because it is ensuite from both the sitting room
Oh,
and
wow,
the
cool.
very nice master
shower.
bedroom. And
Wow. That comes with this place.
sure does. That is a very large garage, and for around £8,000, you could knock it down and build a timber-framed office which would fit another 4 or 5 people.
Despite the price, they can see this place is spot on and downstairs is no letdown.
Ooh. So 2 desks here and space for filing cabinet there.
Yep.
Now moving on through.
Wow.
This place is absolutely stunning. It's brilliant.
Move straight in.
Yeah.
Enough electrics.
Ask yourself one question. If this was on at 175, would you be buying it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, without a doubt. But I don't think he's going to drop 20 grand.
Do you want to give him a try?
Yeah, we can. You can always try, and there's no harm in trying.
It's getting late, so it's straight upstairs to make the 175 grand offer.
Alistair, hi. Listen, we've had a look round and Sandy and Natasha really like it and it suits them.
After thinking about this bid seriously, the vendor rejects it.
But the girls are smitten and really want it. After days of negotiation, they decide this is the one, and they up their offer to a mighty 183. And it's accepted. But 2 weeks later, disaster strikes. The vendor pulls out of the sale, so Sandy and Natasha decide to continue renting in Swindon. That just leaves the small matter of the dream space in Devon. With summer giving way to autumn, we decide to kick the Seaside search back into action.
We've got to secure Natasha and Sandy that sea view.
After 3 months of intensive searching, we've not found that elusive dream seaside space. With the business search on hold, the girls have upped their Devon budget to $300,000 in order to get their dream seaside home. So it's search time again, and one of our contacts has uncovered an amazing house. I need to get Natasha and Sandy there straight away.
This 1930s semi in Appledore is pretty special, but it's the view that got me. Amazing, and all for 295 grand, just under their new 300 grand budget.
It's quite spacious, come on. Oh my God, the size of that.
That's a dining room.
That is massive. Oh, now you're sucking diesel, as they say.
You love this one. It's so cool.
I could see us living here, definitely. Those views are just to die for. They are just what I've always dreamed. That's my sea view.
This is wonderful. At last we've found somewhere they both love. We've got to make sure they get it.
It's negotiation time, and here goes the offer at £270,000. In this slow market, I think it's a confident bid.
It's rejected, but starts 24 hours of tough negotiation. After gallons of coffee and a very sleepless night, the girls' best and absolutely final offer of £287,500 goes in.
This really is the last chance saloon. Well, the news is in.
Hello, how are you? Good. Yeah. That's fantastic news. That's absolutely fantastic news. So they've taken it off the market and we're... I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye. We got it. It's off. We're going to live by the seaside. Oh, my God.
We've cracked it. With contracts exchanged in Devon, the girls move in. And with most of their furniture having been in storage, there's a happy reunion on the horizon.
At last we got our stuff back.
They now have fresh air, sea views and surf on their doorstep. So only a month after they've moved in, it's time for a Sunday run down to the coast to check out their new home.
This house is a handful, but they've managed to tame it and make their mark. Character-wise, it's spot on. With the space, the decor and the view, it's pretty darn perfect.
It was a long way coming, but you pulled it off.
Got there in the end.
Yeah. I was worried that I didn't think that it was completely possible.
I think
Not
we
to get
were.
the view that you were
for
after.
the initial budget.
If we'd told you that we'd got a budget of 285,000, you'd have shown us houses at 350.
Harsh,
We know
cool.
you already so well.
Harsh.
Let's have a look. Let's see.
Look at them. Matthew's in March.
I'm so proud that we are witnessing the first barbecue. Do you think you could get Phil into a wetsuit and go down to the beach and witness the first trip to the sea?
Not got a chance.
Oh, Kirstie, you and your big ideas. It's 2 years since that challenge was set down, and now I'm ready to take the plunge. It's been 2 years since Sandy and Natasha made this move, and it was all about swapping work suits for wetsuits. By the looks of things, they're not doing too badly. But meanwhile, I've got all the gear, but absolutely no idea. It's a bit choppy.
Well, it's a bit windy. How you doing? Are you all right, mate?
Very well.
Oh, God. A bit windy.
You look
How are you?
great out there.
Oh,
You better show me the road.
don't beware.
This stretch of coast is famous for its surfing beaches, something Sandy and Natasha really wanted to take advantage of, and now I can see why. And before you say anything, this is boogie boarding. I'm not supposed to stand up. Oh, that was top fun. Absolutely top fun.
It was definitely one of the messier days, but it's still just hilarious.
I'll put it down to experience, I think.
I don't know, we can make a pro. We can make a pro out of you yet.
I'm not sure I'll make a pro. Even the seasoned surfers are struggling today, so I don't think we did too badly. Well, this was what it was all about, wasn't it? Getting down here and having the opportunity to enjoy the beach.
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? It's just perfect.
And do you realistically get out here every weekend?
Most weekends we've got a lot of visitors down with us, so but times we drag them down with us to come surfing. Most people are up for it because it's good fun, so they're all right.
Well, the house is only 5 minutes from here, isn't it? So you can actually see the surf from the window.
Well, I think the first surf this year was January 7th.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we actually got friends out with us as well. That was pretty cool. A little bit cold. Ice cream headaches.
We both look terrific, really relaxed, happy.
It's just the whole lifestyle is just lovely, isn't it? I just take off the watch and I don't look at the time ever again.
It's like getting away every weekend. It's like a little holiday every weekend. It's really good. And it's what we wanted, so, you know, we're finally here.
They certainly are here, and it sounds like they're making the most of every minute. But with a work life in Swindon and a home in Devon, I'm keen to find out how the business is faring. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, sir.
Well,
Cheers.
thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Well, the Devon lifestyle is clearly working brilliantly. But of course, it's not all about surfing and having fun down here, is it?
Well, now we have to pay for that lifestyle as well, don't we?
How are things up in Swindon? How's business?
The business is going really well. It's really good. We're quite busy and we've got an extra person on board, which is part of the plan for the future.
With the new person starting, hopefully that frees us up to start to concentrate on developing WOW down here as well.
So basically, you're working towards the time where you've got 2 offices. You keep Swindon going, but you establish another one down here.
Yeah.
And you're down here 7 days a week.
It allows us to really focus on building up a business here, and we can truly call Devon our home.
It's great the girls now see Devon as home, because there was a point when we thought we really wouldn't ever find the right house. But we did, and they've really started to make their mark. The 2 reception rooms look fantastic with their contemporary furniture, and the modern kitchen is just what Sandy ordered. But that's not all.
Come on in, we'll have a drink.
So what's been going on here?
Small little bit.
A bar!
Sandy's special.
A little
Sandy.
addition to the room. I think it goes quite well, actually.
That is awesome. You set that up knowing that I was coming, didn't
Yes,
you?
especially for you, Phil.
A
Would you like
ray of drink. I would love a drink.
Okay, then.
So, a new bar. This is awesome. It's a bit of a party house, then.
Yes, we kind of become very popular when we moved down to the seaside.
Everyone comes to stay, and Sandy is bartender.
Tea. Cheers.
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 It was the view from the back of the house that sold this one to them, but at the moment they're not making the most of it. Some remodelling work would maximise this unique asset. Your kind of rather occasional lean-to gets the best view.
Yes,
So
exactly.
you're going to try and incorporate this into the living room?
Yeah, but also we've got a downstairs toilet and utility room that we want to sort of knock through so that the kitchen can have more of a view as well.
Yeah. By knocking through, extending out back, and by adding a shower room downstairs, they'd have the perfect surfer pad. To build another couple of rooms here, it's going to be 35 grand, at least.
Yeah, I mean...
But it would dramatically improve the house.
Yeah, it is, but basically at the end of the day, what we'll hopefully then is bring the outside in and have more of a sea view because, you know, that's what we're here
why you
for.
chose the house.
Yeah.
That's why you moved down here. I've got some good news for you, because you paid $287 something for this, didn't you?
$287,500.
Yeah.
And I rang the local agent who sold it on my way down here. He reckoned he'd get you $330 for it now.
Whoa.
For the work?
Before the work.
Really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
So not only have you got the good life, you've got a good investment.
It's really nice to know that we, you know, made the right decision.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, it's about happiness, isn't it? It's about happiness and lifestyle.
You can't buy this, can you?
Well, you did. I didn't. But if you do the work, can I come back and see it?
Of course, can. The only thing we'd ask is that you try and get Kirstie in to surf next time you bring her down.
Kirstie in a wetsuit.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it, but it might be a challenge too far. But
You never know.
cheers to you. Well
Cheers,
done.
Thank you. Cheers.
They picked a wonderful location and they bought a terrific house. Now they're happier, healthier, but also wealthier. And you don't get better than that.